Hi Aries, this is Stella, and I'm here to do your January reading, mid-month reading. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and I'm going to just dive right in. I'm going to do the main part of the reading with the Wild Unknown Tarot. If I need to pull clarity, I will pull from the Rider-Waite. At the end, I will pull in basically an animal totem for the month for you guys, and then at the end I'll pull a couple oracle cards. The ones I have here are the it's a law of attraction based deck by Esther and Jerry Hicks. So let's get into it. When I was meditating on your sign and clearing my energy, I had a interesting image. I'm picturing like Tom Hanks in Castaway, where do you guys remember where he's trying to get the fire started? And he's like rubbing a stick in another stick with the coconut fuzz or whatever. And so I'm seeing somebody like really laboring just to get like a little spark going. And then once, and so then that carries on for a little while. And then once the spark gets going, okay, that's enough, source, thank you. It just all of a sudden turns into a big flame. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm getting happening for you guys in January. For those of you in the Northern Hemisphere, we are in the middle of winter, and it's been, it's just been a year of a lot of change. Ooh, I just had the 9 of Swords fly out, which is all about like stressful mental energy. I'm going to keep it up here just to take it out of the deck for right now, but we'll see if that energy ties in. But basically, we've all been through struggle for the last few months, and 2022 is going to be about all of the truths that have been revealed, all of the things that have been made apparent to us in recent years are going to start or have sparked, desires. So 2022 is going to be a year where we start to build upon the mental energy. Wow, lots of swords. The mental energy and the desires that we've created for ourselves. We're going to start to manifest and see them in our physical reality. Okay. So right off the bat, up above, I got the Mother of Cups, the 10 of Cups, and the 2 of Swords reversed. So the Mother of Cups is a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Somebody who is very nurturing, somebody who is who has all the answers, right? In this deck, it's depicted by a goose or a swan. It always reminds me of like Mother Goose for those of you that know the nursery rhymes or were taught them as a child. It's almost like somebody who you come to for comfort, right, and guidance, and all of those childhood stories have a major life lesson in them, right? But they're told in a way that is comical and that is entertaining, and less serious than what the moral of the story is actually trying to convey, right? So it's someone who's like provides comfort, but they're also like irreverent in a way. They also joke around. They also, maybe they rhyme, maybe they talk, maybe they love riddles, something like that. And this could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in your life. You also got the Mother of Swords, which is very clearly an air sign, female, Gemini, Aries, or Aquarius. Sorry, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. She's a snowy owl, and it would be the Queen of Swords. So someone who's very sharp with their words, someone who's very, very observant, someone who doesn't always speak their mind, but when they do, it's sharp, right? It cuts right to the core of it. And with her, we also got the Seven of Swords, which can be an energy of like keeping one in your back pocket. This always reminds me of that. You see he's got the 6 swords up here, and then he's sitting on one. So it's like using your intellect, your wit. Swords are the air energy, so it's very mercurial. It's very much about thoughts, communication. Traditionally, it's a man like sneaking out of a soldier camp, sort of like deserting, right? But taking what he can with him. So it's sort of the same vibe, but it's like using your wit. Like you're very clever, and you've always got a card up your sleeve, right? Or you've always got something in your back pocket just in case. So those two came out. And then we got the Mother of Cups, which is the sort of irreverent, like advice-giving figure here, female in your life, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, with the 10 of Cups in reverse. 10 of Cups is ultimate happiness, and it's in the reverse. And then we got the 2 of Swords in reverse as well. So there's some choice you're not making, and it's causing you to be stuck. And it's almost like you go to somebody for, you know, it's almost like you have 2 females in your life, or female nurturing energy, right, in your life. And one of them is like, does not mince words, is not afraid of hurting your feelings, doesn't even, tells you the truth, but doesn't worry about how you perceive it. And the other one is very much the opposite, where like they want you to feel good. They want to give you advice, but they want to make sure that they don't crush your spirit, right? That they make sure you're feeling good and emotionally, protected. Whereas the other person is giving you advice, and they, DGAF about your feelings, right? They are the truth. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just pull everything. Aries. Judgment in reverse, Son of Cups, 4 of Cups reversed. We have a lot of reversals. The cards are there, okay? The 2 of Cups, which is an emotional offering. The Ace of Wands, which is a new passionate beginning, something you're extremely motivated to pursue. They're there, right? The energy's there, but it's in the reverse, which is showing me there's hesitation. So, okay, on your mind, we have the Son of Cups. So there's some sort of emotion, there's some sort of emotions that you're feeling that you need to convey to somebody, and it's stressing you out. It's on your mind. Can I have a clarity for this Son of Cups, please? You're feeling wary. It's like you need some advice. You're eliciting advice from people, but you're also very wary of it. Do you see like the side eye in this card? That always draws my attention. And I did pull the 9 of Swords here. You see how like dreary and just this card is, right? So this represents like being like literally making yourself ill, like literally harming yourself. This is not just waking up at night, stressed, or this is like you are causing real and lasting harm to yourself by your stress and anxiety, okay? This is a card of like ultimate anxiety. You're anxious about something, and the chair, okay, so you're in a period of change, Aries. Okay, the Son of Cups is the Knight of Cups in the traditional tarot. Knights are soldiers, right? Knights are the ones who take orders, and they go and do the thing. They patrol. They make sure that the kingdom is safe. They enforce the law, right? Cups or water represent emotions. So this is you needing to express yourself, okay? And this is what's on your mind. This is what's above. So it's like all you're focusing on is like, how are you going to get this message across, convey this message? And then right next to it, when I asked for clarity, we have the Five of Cups, which is about leaving something behind, okay? This person has to leave their home, what used to be their home, and all they're looking at is the spilled cups, right? The spilled milk, if you will. But the thing is, if and when he turns around, he's going to see that he already has what he needs. He already has some resources that he's not taking advantage of, okay? So it is a card of like loss and having to move away. It's like a circumstance or a situation no longer being good for you, and you know it, and it's emotionally hard, okay? So it's like where you're at is a not emotionally good for your well-being, okay? And that's where I kind of get like, Aries, you are the sun, right? You are the number one. You are fire. You're the ram. And I see the image of somebody just like kindling a tiny, tiny little spark, and they're just, they're blowing on it. They're trying to like nurture it and trying to get it to, and it catches, right? But it takes a long time, and you almost lose hope. You almost think it's going to go out. And then all of a sudden it just, and it goes up in flames. That's you this month in January, okay? Your environment has not been conducive to your goals or to what you want to do. I also feel like you're judging yourself really harshly. I also feel like you've been given an opportunity, or you've been given, a chance to be happy in some way. Like somebody sort of like extended a hand to you and you didn't take it for some reason. So, and then with this Five of Cups, I know I'm jumping around, but we have the Chariot. So you needing to leave something behind, and not yet realizing, you're looking at what you've lost, and not realizing that as soon as you turn around, you're going to realize that, oh wait, I do have resources. And then this Chariot, which is about moving forward in balance, okay? It's about balancing the black and the white, all of the elements, and moving forward to your future, to your destiny. Okay, so in the recent past, somebody did offer you some sort of guidance, some sort of like helping hand, and you, there were emotional strings attached to it. Do you see how like the mouse or the rat is like balancing on the cups? In the traditional tarot, this is about not seeing an opportunity that's being gifted to you, right? So again, it's like being upset and not seeing that there is happiness for you if you just look up, if you just focus on it. In this case, it's more like, it's very precarious, right? Like if he moves too quickly, or if he's not careful, he's going to knock over one of those cups. So to me, this is like somebody reaching out with a helping hand, but you declined it because you could already see with your ever intelligent, wit, that it was, that there were emotional that there were requirements that you were not willing to fulfill in order to accept that help or that assistance, okay? And I think you're in a place of uncertainty about it. You're judging yourself really hard. We do have the Nine of Wands here, which is all about like wish fulfillment. This is about being motivated and getting like, you're literally one step away from where you want to be, from the top of the staircase, right? And this is what's challenging you. So twofold. Universe is, you're judging yourself harshly, okay? Universe is asking you to embody this Nine of Wands energy and say, it's saying, focus on where you want to go. Don't focus on where you've been or your past struggles. Just find the motivation, find the fire. You are the fire element. Wands are fire. And just move forward with it. Just focus on that. And the other part of it is, that's exactly what you're struggling to do right now, Aries. You're struggling to find the motivation to focus on what you want because you're feeling really badly. I'm going to pull a clarity. What the heck is, like, what is Aries feeling so badly about? The Magician in reverse. Ooh, Three of Swords. Okay, So either a love triangle, or someone cheated on you, or something you really put your heart into turned out to not be what you thought it was, and this is what you're feeling like right now. Like a bleeding damn heart, Aries. And this is such an uncomfortable place for you to be, because you are fire, you are passion, you are, the ram. You live in the most inhospitable environments, and you master them. You make it look so easy. And so for you to be like really hurting and have all this inner anxiety, and it has you feeling like you're not, like you've lost your power, okay? And that's where that image of the person blowing on the little coal comes in, because you may feel drowned out right now, Aries, but you have not lost your spark, I promise. Nobody else can take that from you. And then here again with this Two of Cups, you're not wanting to make a choice. Maybe some of you were in a love triangle, because we have the Mother of Cups up here and the Mother of Swords, which are two female energies. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, one of them, heavy. It doesn't have to be like their sun sign or, rising, but they're heavily influenced by that energy. Or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Very cerebral, very like thinking. I'm sorry, did I say Libra? Gemini, Aquarius, yeah, and Libra. I'm sorry. Okay. So it could be that some of you are in a love triangle, and one of the females is very watery, one of them is very air energy, and you tried to sort of keep one in your pocket, right? To keep something up your sleeve, to keep a secret, keep something from them, and it's backfired on you. And now you don't have either of them, because what was happiness? Do you see all the strings? I can't help but like, do you see the strings here, Aries? I was really struggling with this reading, but I really think for a lot of you, that's what it is. So why do you have the Son of Cups, the need to like express your emotions, right? Why do you feel like you're in a very precarious, like if you make the wrong move, you're going to fall, right? And you're going to lose everything you have. There's a choice you need to make that you're resisting with this Two of Swords reversed. And this choice, until you make this choice, you're blinded. You can't see straight, okay? And then with the Five of Cups, you're focusing on the spilled cups and not the potential. And you're resisting moving forward. This, for very many of you, is a love triangle, or a messy situation where, if these cups represent the happiness of everyone involved, right? 10 of Cups is like the pinnacle of like home life. It's like the happy wife, happy life. You have a home, you have the cars, you have the kids, everything. It's the culmination of that, everything you work for to achieve that, okay? So if this is like domestic, emotional bliss, and then we have all these different cups represent all the different heartstrings, the emotions, right? And you see all the threads between the cups. Look how messy that is. This cup is attached, this cup is attached to this cup, which is attached to this cup, and this cup, and this, and it's just so, all of them are attached to each other. And it's balanced in a way, but it's messy. And so it's almost like if one of these gets moved, or if one of these gets, shuffled or jostled or moved the wrong way, the entire thing is going to come crashing down. And that's where I think you are, Aries. And it's causing you, and you're feeling like your heart has just been like, the air's been taken out of you, because you just can't juggle it anymore. And in rare fashion, it has you feeling completely out of your power and full of anxiety. This just look at this card. Okay, now I don't want you guys to focus on the negativity, but I think for those of you that were like trying to play too many, put your ball in too many courts, right? I don't know, that's a bad analogy, but for those of you that were trying to play the field and trying to play the odds to your favor in numerous situations, and you weren't showing up authentically to any of them, it's backfired on you big time. and you've lost a lot of confidence. For those of you that aren't the instigator, it could be that someone's done this to you. I don't see any real like deceit, deceit, except for maybe the Two of Swords reversed. But and then on your subconscious, Aries, we have this Two of Cups reversed. This is love, right? This is an offer, an emotional connection to somebody, and it's in the reverse. So you're totally mourning like an emotional connection that is no more. So if it's not you that this is backfired on, and you are trying to sort of like, you were trying to put your energy into too many different, you had too many pots on the fire, right? You had too many things going on at once, and you weren't able to dedicate your time and your focus and your energy to any one of them fully or authentically. And so what happens then is you start to kind of act in a way that is not authentic, and you start to act in ways that you think will be advantageous, or that you think other people will appreciate, but are not really true to what you're trying to do. And so I see a lot of that going on, and I see these two female figures, the air sign and the water sign, maybe trying to give you advice, or maybe they're the subjects of this. But the result is that in the future, this Ace of Wands, which is a new beginning, this is motivation, this is fire, this is a new idea, a brand new beginning, is in the reverse. You're not feeling like you have a lot going for you because of all of this that you're going through, and you're pretty dang heartbroken right now. Okay, let's do an internal, external, and then we'll pull advice. Damn. Okay, I'm not going to take it. So I can tell you right now, for the advice, I had work. I got the Eight of Pentacles, which is focus on your work. Focus on something that you do with your hands that produces tangible results, and that's going to help get you out of this funk. If it was you that created this scenario, Aries, just let it be a lesson that, it's like nothing you do half-assed is ever going to benefit you, right? Or is ever going to pan out. It's not for your highest good. It's not for the highest good of everybody, and you know it when it's happening. And so it's like now you're dealing with the fallout of that. I know that's a difficult lesson. Yeah, judgment. We have judgment twice. Aries. Wow. Do you see how they're naked here? They're bearing their souls, right? They're like, here I am, here's all of me. Judge me as you will. And this is not about, and you see the trumpet, like there is some biblical sort of imagery here, but this is not about like some, man in the sky judging you. This is your own conscience, okay? God, universe, source, whatever you want to call it, speaks to you through your conscience. And it's a very quiet voice. And when your logic, or your heart even, when your logic is telling you, do this, say this, you can lie, you can do this. It's telling you all these things. That is your ego, okay? So sometimes we do have to learn, many times in life we have to learn what the conscience is, why listening to it is the best choice, and we have to deal with these consequences, and that's why you're dealing with this anxiety and this heartbreak, Aries, because you weren't showing up fully authentic, to the table, and because of that, it couldn't sustain itself, because you didn't have any energy to give to it. Okay, but if you focus on your work, if you focus on your well-being moving forward, that's going to really help you to refocus and to get into a better place. The Empress, okay, so internal, I had the Seven of Cups, which is all about choice. Okay, you have all these different emotions, all these different things you can choose. Some are wonderful, some are terrible. Some are riches, some are dragons, right? You get to choose. These represent the emotions, and what we feel and what we focus on is what we create, okay? So you can either focus, Aries, this is your advice, okay? Your internal, this is what's influencing you internally inside of you, your inner landscape, and your advice. When you focus on negativity, more negativity is what you get. When you focus on moving forward and forward motion and new opportunity is what you're going to get, okay? And then we have the Empress for your external environment in reverse. Empress is all things fertile. She is nature. She is pregnancy. She is new things coming into your life, bounty, flowers, you know, what makes the crops bloom, what makes food grow. You know, she is nature itself, and it's in reverse. So it's telling me this is your external environment. Like, you're very much out of alignment with abundance at the moment because of what you're going through emotionally, because of the guilt you're feeling, because of the, if it's not guilt, then if it's not guilt, then it's that you compromised too much when other people were pulling strings, right? Pulling at your heartstrings, or causing you to act a certain way, or trying to sort of get one over on you and do something sneaky behind your back. You allowed it to happen. So it's one of those two scenarios. But either way, even if it wasn't you pulling the strings and it was someone else, the lesson here is authenticity. To show up authentically is really the only way we can go about it, right? Because we only have one life. So the ego will tell you, you can lie, you can cheat to try to get ahead, right? But in the end, it never works out, because you are who you are. You are part of the greater whole. You can't cheat the universe. You can't cheat God, you know, because you are part of it. You are part of the greater whole. So when you take a shortcut in one area, it will show up in another. And there may be a time lag there, but the same thing goes. Even if your intentions were good the entire time, if you allowed someone else to pull your strings and you allowed someone else to show up less than authentically in your reality, or cause you to take shortcuts and show up less authentically in your reality, you're still going to feel the consequences, okay? I know it's a really hard lesson. All right, so that's what's happening in January for you. For your animal totem for the month, we got owl. Very reminiscent of the Mother of Swords here. Okay, this is happens to be a barn owl. I'm going to go ahead and read the this is your advice, okay? Abundance, clairvoyant, treasures. The owl is a mysterious and otherworldly creature found in folklore from east to west. The white owl in this particular deck is the companion of the goddess Lakshmi and represents wealth, beauty, and good fortune. When the owl card appears, it is an omen that a boon or treasure is on the way, whether in spiritual or material form. With owl wisdom on your side, you see and know exactly what to do with this boon, how it can further serve your dharma or your purpose and bring abundance to the world. Trust that the wellspring of treasures is infinite. When in balance, generous, trusting, secure. When out of balance, money, quarrels, and scarcity. To bring into balance, provide an offering. Okay, so remember in the beginning when I said, you know, you're blowing on the little spark of the flame. and it's just at a very like tiny little hint of itself, of what it can, fraction of itself, right? Until it smolders, and then all of a sudden, and it blows up. Okay, so good things are coming, but January, you're learning this really difficult, lesson of why you need to show up authentically, why it does not pay to try to cheat or steal or get, just be sneaky about something, right? Take a shortcut. It doesn't pay. And it doesn't pay to allow people to do that in your reality. Okay? Because you're better than that, Aries, and you know that. So why allow people who cannot live up to that standard into your life? Okay? And for your oracle card, this is the Ask and It Is Given deck by Esther and Jerry Hicks. It's a law of attraction based deck. And it says, I will never cease being or desiring. You will never cease to be. New desires will be constantly born within you. Source will never stop answering your desires, and your expansion is, therefore, eternal. And so, you may begin to relax if, in this moment, there is something you desire that has not yet come to fruition. Okay? So you can't quite see it now, Aries, but it's coming, okay? And the good thing about these sorts of like lessons, and I'm just looking at the cards right now, and it's like there's a lot of positivity. There's a lot of owl symbolism. There's a lot of like bird symbolism. There's a lot of anxiety too, and self-judgment, but it won't be this way forever, okay? The beautiful thing about going through tough lessons like this is that when you come out the other side, when you finally learn them, you level up in a way that is so profound, right? You get to the top of this ladder, okay? And you start to be able to experience everything you want. January is about trudging through it. And remember what I was saying about 2022 being a year of things coming to fruition. It's also a 6 number, so 222 is 6. And what did they say? To bring into balance an offering, right? So 6 is about, like the 6 of Pentacles is about giving and receiving, charity, giving from the goodness of your heart, okay? So try to do something, try to go volunteer somewhere, try to do like a random act of kindness for some stranger, or if you see someone in your life struggling, and it's very apparent to you, do what you can to help them. I mean, I don't mean go out of your way, but I mean like make small little offerings towards the greater good, okay? And that's going to really help quickly bring you back into alignment. And also just focus on your work. Focus on what you produce. Focus on what you make or do that is of value to others, okay? And that's going to help you moving forward. And also 2022 being a year of fruition, this is just one of those hard truths, right? This is one of those lessons that you have to get over before the manifestation energy starts to come in, okay? So just let it happen. It's all in divine timing. And don't worry. Just relax. Just relax. Just be, and know that you're going to rekindle yourself brand new and accomplish new goals very, very soon. Okay? All right. I love you guys. If you found value in this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. If you have comments, questions, feedback, you can leave them down below in the comment section. I will also link my email so that you can send me an email if you'd like to reach out directly. If you're interested in a personal reading, I will link my website down below. You can check out my shop to purchase one. I also do energetic healings. And you can also catch me on Instagram and Facebook, or the metaverse, if you will. So I will put all that down below. Please subscribe if you found value, and I love you guys. I'll see you in February.